Inside the Metropolitan Police Department, the police commissioner is saying, a present-day master among masters. With a career that can't be matched. Shibukawa Gouki sensei. The question is now. Which one of you two is stronger? No. It's not like that. What the heck are you even saying? Don't go blurting out crazy stuff like that, Itsumi-san. That's not something you should say when the one you are addressing is Miyamoto Musashi. For those of us who live the lives of martial artists, he is what you could call a true god of fighting. Who is the stronger of the two of us? What an absurd question. I just wanted to have the honor of meeting you in person. So, what do you say? Would you do me the honor of shaking my hand? A handshake? It's a Western-styled greeting. Our hands just stay like this? Yes. He's using a technique. This is rather mysterious. No matter how I try, I can't seem to get my hand out of this handshake. That's because I have a hold on your hand. Dear Godtama. Then suddenly, Shibukawa used Aiki on the legendary swordsman. Musashi then questioned. What is this heaviness? Whoa. He's using Aiki. Miyamoto-san. Do you get it? Do you get what it means to have a match? You didn't account for this, right? Retsukayo was a friend of mine. Then the Aiki master punched Musashi in the face with an immense amount of force, making the legendary swordsman bleed and leaving him dizzy. Shibukawa continued. Phew. Serves you right. Shibukawa-sensei. I should consider myself lucky. I was able to see Aiki used in real combat. However, even with such a strong punch, the strongest samurai quickly stands up. Heh. I get the feeling I should apologize. Bringing the concept of vengeance for a friend into the fight would sound nice. But it's ridiculous to say that this is about revenge. And I'm sure that Retsukayo himself wouldn't want me to do something like that. This world isn't a place where you can bring your personal feelings into it. And even though I find you repugnant, I will not dishonor the name of Miyamoto Musashi by fighting for revenge. It's really very simple. It's just a distraction. That's good to hear. That was a truly magnificent technique. From the moment you grabbed my hand, you didn't let go. Even though the grips are essentially equal to each other, all of the strength is controlled by one side. And by using the grip on my hand as a medium, it was as if I was overcome by a great weight. As if a huge boulder was placed on top of me. I've never seen a technique like that before. That's true. During the Civil War era, Aiki hadn't been invented yet. The only time you had to create a winning strategy by using your bare hands was when you lost your weapons on a battlefield filled with swords and spears. It's a submission technique. But for you, all of this is something from the future. In this country, there is something called the Heido Ordinance. It's what separated people from their swords. And as a result, the people started to focus on ways to win a fight without weapons. That is how Jujutsu was born. Jujutsu? It was the year 1859. A lone genius appeared. That man was Takeda Sakaku. He was 15 years old. It was in Inawashiro, where he was known to pick fights at random. At times, he killed his foes. And there were more than a few heroic tales told as he defeated opponent after opponent. The genius known as Sakaku. That isn't all there is to his story. That's a pretty long story. He was around 150 centimeters tall, but even though he had all the disadvantages of being short, he was able to overcome them all by using his skills when an opponent attacked him with all of their force. From that moment of helplessness came a secret technique that could reverse the force. That was the moment Aiki was born. There were several people with similar talent born after Takeda Sakaku. Which brings us to the present day. Once again, another ridiculously strong genius has appeared. That would be me. Shibukawa Gouki. He was talking about himself. It's going to begin. Shibukawa-san. What do you see? Ever since this morning, I've been in a flower field. Musashi replied. Me too. Somewhere in China, Kakukayo is saying. The strongest art of self-defense? Ha! Could you possibly? be insinuating that there is a self-defense art which surpasses my Chinese martial arts. Although there are certain things worth mentioning in that case. But even after reaching the age of 150, it's rather hard to let go of personal bias. A successor does exist. Without even breaking a sweat, he displayed what can only be described as brilliant martial arts. It was certainly well on its way, but his style was far from complete. When you completely master the art of self-defense, the skills you possess become useless. The only way you can fully utilize them is by approaching dangerous situations. Your path will be blocked by crimson flames, or a raging torrent, or a mountain of swords. They will prevent your way, to the extent that you can't even approach it. What? It's a rosary. I got this from a beloved pupil. It was the beginning of a peaceful day. It was the same old in a residential area. But there was something peculiar to speak of. The road ahead was filled with steaming lava. On a dangerous day, it's always like this. The only thing it tries to tell me is, don't go. But there is a problem. That's right. Well, you see, I have this unusual habit. I kind of like the danger. Shibukawa then said. Itsumi-san. What you're seeing right now is just a beginning of our fight. All of a sudden, the legendary swordsman slashed the Aiki master in the neck. Shibukawa then commented. Whoa. Figured that was coming. I suppose sucker punches and surprise attacks are your forte. It's quite rare to see such foul play. But for a man who came from the era of sword fighting, Miyamoto Musashi, perhaps this is how you fight. All of a sudden, the calm Shibukawa Gouki became extremely surprised. Because he is seeing Miyamoto Musashi as a strong volcanic eruption. He then thinks, it's only natural that the bastard would be holding them. A long sword and a short sword. Grasped firmly. But that's how it should be. Then Shibukawa rushed towards Musashi. However, before he can even get close to him, the legendary swordsman managed to slash Shibukawa with such an incredible speed. Because he's a real samurai. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think the legendary swordsman is too strong for the Aiki master? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, A Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isom Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Mystic Venus, David Fritz, Joshua Ash, Mars Kane, Brandon Zipperl, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Lowell, Ethan, Haas, Carrot, Brennan, and Will74. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about Motoba Izo confronting the strongest being alive. Stay tuned.